Hi, this is Bhavan Shankar. I am an associate member of the Institute of Cost and Management Accountants of India. In this session, I will explain the easiest method to solve standard costing problems related to metal cost variance. I hope you all are aware about the detailed concepts of metal cost variance, what variance we may have for metal cost, and the formulas to solve or to find the variances. I am not going in detail into the subject matter again. My focus is how you can solve within a short period with accurate answers. Even you can remember all the formulas in an easiest way from this session. To understand these concepts, stay tuned. We will solve all metal cost variance related problems. Here SP, SQ, AP, AQ. These figures you will take from straightly from question. SP standard price per unit, actual price per unit. This is total actual quantity consumed. SQ, this you will calculate standard quantity for actual output. This is very important. Standard quantity for actual output. This will be calculated based on your input output ratio, which will be given in the examination question. So after this, you have to take this same way, standard quantity same values, actual quantity same values. RSQ, this is a new one. How you will, what is the RSQ, how you will calculate? RSQ will be calculated based on the proportion of standard quantity into total actual quantity, means actual quantity consumed will be apportioned in the ratio of standard quantity. That is your RSQ. These are the steps which we need to follow. Step 1 is calculation of standard quantity for actual output. That is this one based on our input output ratio. Second step is calculation of revised standard quantity. That is this one. Revised standard quantity is this. Revised standard quantity is nothing but your total actual quantity consumed will be apportioned in the basis of standard quantity. Apply these values in the format and derive the variances. So after calculating these two, you need to apply in this format. Then you can derive these variances. SPSQ. SP means SPSQ. SPRSQ. This is SP standard price into revised standard quantity. SPAQ standard price into actual quantity. APAQ actual price into actual quantity. Then 1 minus 2, 2 minus 3, 1 minus 3, 3 minus 4, 1 minus 4. Metal cost variance, metal price variance, metal usage variance, metal mix variance, metal yield variance. Now I will take one examination problem to solve with the help of this format. This is the problem. In this problem, product M is manufacturing. To manufacture 1000 kgs of product M, they need A, B and C materials. How much quantity? A is needed 500. We can take in this ratio. A 500 input is required. B 350, C 250. What size? 1000 kgs of raw material. For 1000 kgs of finished product M. So 1000 kgs. So 500 kgs of metal A is required for output of 1000 kgs. B is 350 kgs is required for 1000 kgs of finished product. C, material C is required 250 kgs for the output of finished product of 1000 kgs. So standard size given for 1000 output. So actual quantity we need to see. What is the actual quantity? During the period, the company produced 20,000 kgs of product M. So actual output is 20,000 kgs. 20,000 kgs. So let us first we will fill the column. We will fill the format. Standard price is 25, 45 and 55. Next, actual price. Actual purchase prices are 23, 48 and 60. Now actual quantity. So this is actual quantity. Actual material consumed to produce 20,000 kgs of product M. So now we can take straightly these values, because here we need actual quantity means actual material consumed. How many kgs? A is 11,000 kgs, 11,000, 7,500 and 4,500. So we filled these values, we taken these values straightly from the examination question. Now we have to calculate. The step 1 is calculate standard quantity for actual output. How? On what basis? Input output basis. How we can calculate? Well, let us see. So 500 kgs input required for 1000 kgs. Now here, what is the output? 20,000 kgs. So let's have these values. 500 for 1000. Then what is for 20,000 into 20,000? So standard quantity is 10,000. Similarly, 350 input is required for 1000. So for 20,000 kgs, 7,000 kgs is required. Similar way, 250 kgs for 1000. For 20,000 kgs, we need 5,000 kgs. So this is, so we arrived standard quantities. Sorry, we arrived standard quantities. Take the standard quantities. This is the standard quantity. So we filled this format. After this, we need this format. We have to fill standard quantities. We already arrived this. So just fill this. Then actual quantity. This is actual quantity which is given in the examination. Then revised standard quantity we have to calculate. Step 2 is revised standard quantity. How you will calculate revised standard quantity? Revised standard quantity is nothing but the actual total quantity consumed will be apportioned in the standard quantity proportion. So here, what is the standard quantity proportion? 10,000 divided by 20,000, 22,000. So 45% and 7,000 divided by 22,000. 32% and 5,000 divided by 22,000. So 45% of 23,000. Next. Next. Okay, this was matched 23,000. So we apportion the total actual quantity in the proportion of standard quantity proportion. This is RSQ. So step 1, standard quantity for actual output. Based on the input output we calculated. Step 2, calculation of revised standard quantity. This is nothing but total actual quantity must be apportioned in the base of standard quantity proportion. This step 2 completed. Now apply the variances in the format and derive the variances. So you have to apply the values in the format. SP, SQ, SP. SP standard price into standard quantity. Standard quantity we have. Next, SP, RSQ. Standard price is this. Revised standard quantity is this. Okay. SP, AQ. Standard price into AQ, actual quantity. APAQ, actual price into actual quantity. So we arrived at the values. Now just apply in the format so that you will arrive all the variances. 1 minus 2. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 have there. 1 minus 2. 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, 1 minus 3, 1 minus 3, 3 minus 4, 3 minus 4, 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4. So this is the result. If negative is adverse, so this is adverse, 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 and this is favorable. That's it. Problem finished. Of course, I am explaining in Excel for your better understanding. You can do very fast in your worksheets also. See here, 1 minus 2 metal yield variance. So total metal cost variance 1 minus 4 cost variance, price variance, usage variance, mix variance, metal yield variance 1 minus. So here if you see metal cost variance 43,000 adverse, Metal price variance 23,000 adverse. Metal usage variance 20,000 adverse. Metal mix variance 18,000 adverse. Metal yield variance 38,181 adverse. This is favorable. These are all adverse. So in this way, even you can practice this. I'm sure you can do very fastly in the examination. Even you can derive, even you can remember all the formulas from this format. I will explain now. 1 minus 2 is a metal yield variance, for example. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 means SPSQ. 1 minus 2 means SPSQ minus SPRSQ. SPRSQ. So here you take SP as a common. SP SQ minus RSQ. SQ minus RSQ. So in this way even you can derive the format. Metal yield variance is SP, standard price, into standard quantity minus revised standard quantity. I think this will be very useful to you who writing CA, ICAAS or MBA or BCom, MCom. This is very useful, this format, when you don't have time to solve all the problems, but you have pending this to solve this problem, then you can easily answer this question in the simplest way. Okay, I hope you understand this concept, this table. Thank you. Thanks for watching.